Hey everyone, welcome to my Tuesday talk. As you can tell, I got new glasses to block the blue light because remember from last time they were all crooked because I sat on them. So now I'm ready to go. So today I just wanted to share with you some kind of funny things that I slowly started to remember once I got home from the hospital back in January. So things slowly started coming to me. I started to remember, thankfully, I don't remember the bad things. I remember the kind of funny things that I said, that I thought, hey, Sylvia, hi. So I hope you guys find it funny because, my family and I have laughed so much about these things. And all you could do now is just laugh. So first, I also wanted to tell you guys that, hey Jill, that if you guys have any questions or anything specific that you want me to talk about, please feel free to DM me, and I'll talk about it. My personal life or my health wise, I'm an open book. So yeah, just DM me whenever you guys can or want. So yeah, so now to the funny stuff. So the first thing I wanted to, now I don't remember when these happened. I was in and out of consciousness because of the medication I was under. And these are not in any specific order. So I wanted to change the channel on the TV, and my mom had come and she was sitting by my bed, and I said, "Look, there's a gun there. Get me the gun." And she's like, "What gun?" She started freaking out, like, "What gun? Right there, give it to me." And in my head, I was thinking one of those play guns that with the Nintendos that you shoot the ducks. That's what I wanted. That's what I thought was there, and I wanted to change the channel with that. Hey Jackie. And I wanted to change the channel with that. And she's like, "No, honey, there's no gun. What do you want?" And I'm like, "Change the channel." And so she got me the remote, and God knows if I changed the channel or not. All right, so another story is, I wrote these down so I don't forget any of them. I'm very blessed to have a really great support system in the girlfriends that I have, and also the girlfriends that I have at work. Everyone is absolutely fabulous. So I was talking to one of the male nurses that was there, and I said, Jason was amazing. He was great. My family loves him. I said, "You guys have been so great to me. So wonderful. I so appreciate it. I want to take you guys out to lunch." And I do with my girlfriends at work all the time. "I want to take you guys out to lunch." And he said, "No, you absolutely don't have to. This is our job and we care about you." I said, "No, but let me take you out to lunch." And he said, "Cynthia, we can't go out to lunch." And lunch came. He's like, "But we can have lunch here." So I ate lunch. And then, another one. So I had, I don't know, a dream, or I thought that they had moved us, which, by the way, I was in a room alone, but they had moved a bunch of us into a house. And the house was like a cabin almost, like dark and dingy. And they had like sleepover style. All of us were sleeping on the floor. And it was me and just like a row of people. And I remember I started thinking, oh my God, we moved and my mom doesn't know where I am. And then one of the nurses came, and she looked just like Ashley Chain, which she was, as you guys may know from my profile, I used to do pageants back in my younger days. So she was the 2007 Miss American Co-Ed and the one who crowned me as the 2008 Miss American Co-Ed. And this woman, this nurse, I thought looked exactly like Ashley. And I'm like, Ashley, what are you doing here? I didn't know you were a nurse. And she would say, I'm not Ashley. And I remember her looking up at another person behind me. And she's like, she's calling me Ashley. What do I do? And I'm like, no, Ashley, it's you. Why are you telling me it's not you? And she's like, no, honey, it's not me. It's not Ashley. And I'm like, oh, okay. I got ticked off. And I'm like, oh, okay, if you want to do that. So yeah. Ashley, now I know it's not you. So another story is I was back in my regular room after that, and I remember seeing a nurse that came in to check in on me, and I remember seeing she looked exactly like another one of my pageant friends, Rebecca Lynn Philippa. Hope I'm saying that right. She looked just like her. And I'm like, Rebecca, how are you? I didn't know you were a nurse. I mean, all the nurses had faces that I knew, apparently. So, this one's pretty funny. So I, again, thought one of the nurses was my friend, Teresa Gavin, who early in her PT career, she used to be a traveling physical therapy assistant. So she went from like hospital to hospital, or from center. But I swore this nurse was Teresa. And I'm like, Teresa, hi. And at the time, they would put me in the chair and take me out to the hallway. And like for a change of scenery, leave me there. But it was a time where the moment I got in the hallway, I wanted to go back to bed. And the moment I got in bed, I wanted to go in the hallway. I drove the nurses crazy. So they wouldn't take me. I was out in the hallway and they wouldn't take me back into the bed. And they were trying to postpone it as much as they could. So I remember seeing this nurse pass by and I'm like, Teresa, hey, Teresa, hi. She's like, hi. And I'm like, please help me. I want to go back to my room. Please help me. She's like, you can't go back to your room, honey. Teresa, why won't you help me? And she said, I'm not Teresa. I just said, I remember saying over and over again, Teresa, why won't you help me? And she's like, look, and she pointing at her badge, I'm not Teresa. See, this is my name. And I don't remember what her name was. And I remember saying, oh, okay, well, how was I supposed to know you're going through your middle name? So I thought she had changed her name to her middle name, which, no. So another one. Apparently it was right after my other friend, Teresa Moriarty, and her sister, Liz, came to visit me. And I then dreamt that we had all gone to Liz's house. So down in her basement, she has a living room set up. And first, we had a breakfast delivery from the hospital to her house. And we all ate breakfast in the dining room table. And then I was going to sleep. I go downstairs and she opens the pull-out couch. and my friend Teresa and I lay down there. And I peed myself in the bed, which, I mean, when you're in the hospital and can't get out of bed, they do put adult diapers on you. So I had peed myself, and I remember waking up, and I looked at my friend Teresa, who was sleeping next to me, and I felt so embarrassed that I had peed myself in the bed with Teresa. I just felt so completely embarrassed. And then all of a sudden, my aunt came in asking me if I want a little bit more juguito, a little juice. And I'm like, Tia, this is not the time to ask me to drink more liquid. So, yeah. And I mean, turns out, well, yes, I did pee myself, but I wasn't down the basement. I wasn't sleeping with my friend Teresa. So this I actually did. It wasn't a dream. So at one point, I don't remember when, but I had asked my mom for her cell phone. And I called my ex-husband, and because, I mean, unfortunately, that's the only number that I have engraved in my head, even unconscious. I remember his number. Try so hard to forget it. And so I guess I wanted to ask him about Bryce. So my mom gave me the number, and I dialed it. Don't ask me how. And I left him a voicemail that said, I don't even know if I said hi, but the voicemail said, "You didn't think you could get rid of me this easy, did you?" Because I'm not going anywhere. That part I didn't say. But yeah, I'm not going anywhere. You can't get rid of me that easy. No aneurysm's gonna stop this girl. So yeah, those are my funny stories. I think I missed one or two. But so now for a little health update. Like I said last time, I have an appointment with my neurosurgeon on May 7th, and I have to hopefully set a date for surgery. And I have an appointment with the infection doctor on May 9th to hopefully stop the antibiotics. And yeah, I mean, I'm going into my appointments without any expectations. So I'm just going in, and I don't know, and I'm not going to think what they could or can't say, because every time I get my hopes up and I get in there, they tell me the opposite of what I want to hear. But that's okay. So I'm going in without any expectations, and I'll be ready to celebrate good news if I'm given good news. So I'll keep you guys updated. I hope you enjoyed my funny stories. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Love you guys. And again, if you have absolutely any questions for me whatsoever, questions about my health, questions about my personal life, feel free to DM me and ask me everything and anything. Nothing's too private. So I'm willing to answer anything. All right? Thanks. Until next Tuesday.